Is Deion Sanders changing college football? Will he become the new face of the Big 12? Can he lead Colorado to a national championship? Let's double click on that.
Coach Prime is quite the polarizing figure in college football, inspiring coaches like Dan Lanning to alter pregame speeches to motivate his players, but also able to attract stars like Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, The Rock, Matthew McConaughey, and LeBron James to the sidelines of his games.
Cutting through all of the hype, has Deion made any real impact on the on-field product? Early data says he has, but maybe not enough to match the hype and attention they've received.
Although Shedeur Sanders helped the Buffs generate the second most passing yards in a season in the last 20 years for CU, they had the lowest amount of rushing yards in that same span, not even reaching the 1,000-yard mark as a team. The passing attack fared well last year, generating the highest completion percentage for Colorado in the last 20 years, as well as tying the passing touchdowns mark at 29 with only 4 interceptions as a team. Even the PPA and success rate took a jump from the previous seasons, with the passing play success rate and PPA making a clear spike.
Sanders became overly reliant on his QB to generate explosive plays, leading to CU having the lowest rushing play rate in the last 20 years. Not just the volume of rushing plays suffered, but also the PPA and success rate.
This imbalanced offense, coupled with the O-line being inadequate, led Shedeur to being sacked 52 times, an NCAA high, with him needing to sit out the final game of the season with a fractured bone in his back. This is one of the reasons why Deion has hired Phil Loadholt to become the new offensive line coach, as well as emphasizing getting more O-linemen from the portal.
On defense, the output is not nearly as pretty.
Deion's first season with the defense only made a marginal improvement from the 2022 year, jumping from dead last in total defense to 124th. Some of the stats they improved just marginally from the previous season were PPA, success rate, standard downs PPA, passing downs PPA, and rushing plays PPA.
The biggest victory for Colorado was being able to bring Travis Hunter to Boulder.
In fact, the Buffs are just one of 14 programs that have been able to bring a 5-star into their program via the transfer portal. The portal is a place where Deion has put a lot of emphasis in order to bolster his program.
In just 2 years, Deion has brought in 88 players from the transfer portal. Most of that out of necessity after he asked his players to jump in that portal. 83% of those are 3-star or worse, while 14% are 4-star or better.
This trend isn't slowing for Deion, with 47% of those players arriving for the 2024 season, which has led to the 2024 recruiting class being the worst-ranked class for Colorado in over 24 seasons. This could be dangerous, but Deion was able to field the most talented team in Boulder in the last 9 years.
So if the offense only improved in their passing attack while the defense only improved marginally, then where is Deion's impact most seen? The ratings and attention. Or, how Dan Lanning put it, they're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins.
The star power of Deion, along with all of the access he provides to his program online, drove the spotlight onto Boulder like never before. Half of Colorado's games were in the top 50 most watched games, with CU landing 2 in the top 10. Alabama, in their final season with Nick Saban, only had 1 game in the top 10 for context. Colorado's game against Colorado State set the record for late-night college football games on ESPN, driving 9.3 million viewers.
Attention is a gift and a curse, because with more attention comes more expectations, and with more expectations, your flaws become more glaring.
It wasn't much of a surprise that with the drop-off in on-field production, the ratings soon followed.
This leads to the question of if Deion can use his star power to improve the on-field product and perhaps get more talent. Can he lead this Colorado program to a Big 12 conference championship and perhaps a playoff bid?